Welcome to Soon to Be Legends. On today's show, Tay Bronson. I'm Clark Crosser, MC. Byron's the host. Welcome.
Hi. Hello, everybody. I'm Byron Stankus. I'm the host for the show. I'm actually really excited today. This is our first episode where we're having a musician or music of the month. So welcome,
Wow.
Tay Bronson. I know.
Thank
you are the
you.
first musician of the month for us for the month of June.
What a privilege.
How about that?
That is awesome.
So, Tay Bronson.
I am here in the flesh,
There you go. Oh, nice.
in the real.
So, Tay Bronson, it's a unique name. Is Tay short for something?
No. It's what I got stuck with. My real and last name is Burquine, Bourquein.
I'm not going to spell that on the... No?
My mother wanted her special little boy to be able to spell his first name before he went to kindergarten,
Oh, okay.
and she knew that would be a challenge. So 3 letters was where she wanted to cap it,
Okay.
and so that's what.
That's it.
And there was she graduated from the University of Cincinnati.
Okay.
They've always had a good basketball program.
Okay.
And Taylor Baker was the head coach at the time,
Okay.
and everybody called him Tay. So they would, Tay wins another one.
All right.
You know.
I
So
gotcha.
she was like, I like that. And my sister came before me and named her Taryn.
Taryn.
So Taryn and Tay.
Like tearing paper or no?
Yeah.
I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. Taaron.
Okay. sorry.
Taryn.
Sounds like a good,
and then
southern
they named me
rural name.
Tay. Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Tay,
It was
sure.
Taryn, Tay.
Okay. It's short for Taylor, but not really.
But not really.
Yeah.
I didn't get the lore.
You didn't know?
There is no lore about Tay. It's all real.
Yeah, there is. I mean, okay. This is a show called Soon to Be Legends.
Right.
So
Right.
clearly on the cusp here. That's why you're here.
I've
Soon to
been
be-
almost there for 30 plus years.
Yeah. Well, this is going to push you over the top because
I think
this is
so.
we're so awesome and fabulous.
Yeah.
Is anyone actually listening? I don't know. It's
Yeah.
fun.
I
So
love it.
you are a musician.
Yes.
That's why we have you on
Been
as
a
musician.
musician for a long time.
Yeah, musician of the month. So where did you start doing this? When did you start playing?
Man, well, I started back in 7th grade. 7th grade. Here's a shout out, Neil. You've been waiting for this for 35, 40 years. In 7th grade, I picked up a guitar, and my Chemlon guy was my guitar teacher. Nicest man ever, Ron Petrie. He just played a show with me in my hometown.
Nice.
Last summer.
Where's
it was so
hometown?
much fun. Harrison, Ohio.
Okay.
And so he was coming up to the house anyway. He's like, "Yeah, Marilyn, bring him down. We'll jam." This guy would spend hours with me in his kitchen for like $5. Anyway, thanks, Ron.
Back then, it was a lot of money.
Yeah, it was back in.
Yeah, we don't have to.
Back
we don't
in
have to name
BC.
it. Just
Anyway.
the gray hair's real. I think is the important part, right?
Anyway, I put this band together and we played the talent show. We had
Nice.
a junior high talent show, and Vans had just come out, and I had my checkered Vans
Yeah.
sneaker
Wore those to
slip-ons.
I wore those to prom.
Those
but
were
yep.
the originals.
Yeah, I got you.
I had a checkered guitar strap.
Nice.
My guitar
It
teacher
was a little cheap trick of you.
Yeah, my guitar teacher had found this vanilla Stratocaster that was a 1972 or something
Okay.
that I had no interest in at all.
Okay.
So I brought a brand new black Peavey off the shelf. I mean,
When you love to have that guitar today, though.
Yeah,
the
right,
70s.
talk about bonehead moves. Anyway,
I have no
So I
interest in
did
this
that.
really nice one.
It-
I'm going to take the pretty black one.
we got together and we rehearsed and we played Bryan Adams' Cuts Like a Knife
Cuts Like a
at
Knife.
the talent show.
Nice.
And we had these other girls that were there, Betsy Mick and Jenny Dickens, I think her name was. They were our backup singers. And they went na 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 na, and
Nice.
That's where I started
In 7th grade. Nice.
And then we rocked.
And
the
from there,
we rocked the parent show so hard. You know how you did it like back then. You do it like at night for the parents,
and you did
and
it
then on that Friday
for the kids.
did it for the kids.
Yeah, at school.
And I
during
went
school,
out,
right? For
and
the assembly.
yes.
Yeah.
And I went out on stage and I said, "You guys ready to rock?"
Did you cuss?
And it was total silence.
The
You
parents
could-
or the kids?
The kids.
Really?
The kids.
What?
The kids they were
I
not
was
into
still
Tay?
a loser.
They were, yeah. They're
did
not into
not-
like, oh my God, I can't wait to see Tay.
It was horrible. I wanted
Sorry to hear that. Sounds
walk
like it
off
scarred
stage.
you for life.
It did.
It scarred you?
What was the name of that band?
Oh,
The name of
offside.
that,
Wait,
name of
wait.
that band was Trouble.
The name of that band was Trouble. Explain to who just hollered from off screen.
That's Angie, my girlfriend. Hi,
There
Angie.
we go.
Hi,
How you
Angie.
doing?
Angie.
Angie West.
Sorry.
We actually probably can see her in one of my shots. I don't know.
And,
No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. She's in. Sorry.
So
This is gonna mess us
that's
all
where
up.
I started, and then
In a band called
yeah.
Trouble, seventh
and
grade,
I was playing bass.
and no one was ready to rock.
Right, I was playing bass in the high school jazz, in the junior high jazz band. A couple of high schoolers saw me. Next thing you know, I was in this high school band
Okay.
called No Questions Asked.
Right, and that's, I mean,
And
the
there was
only
this-
way you would join a
there
band
was
is
this-
if that.
Yeah,
I got
there
you.
was this giant barn party every year that the Laird girl family had, and we got to play it.
Nice,
And I was only in 8th grade.
nice.
I saw things in that barn that my 8th grade
You're still
self
scarred?
was not ready to see.
Okay, yeah.
I was going to
That's,
say you elevated quickly.
Yeah.
It was not.
He's on the come up.
I was like, oh my, well I didn't know
Are these
that.
are these parts of other people's anatomy that you
Yes.
had
Yeah.
were familiar with?
Is that
Yeah.
where you
and-
first saw the first set of boobies?
I mean, yeah,
All right, Clark cut straight. I'm trying to finesse the edges here. He's
yeah,
going
that's
straight for the
not-
boobs.
man, oh man. No, I was like,
Thanks, Clark. MC Clark going right to
is
the bone.
his whole hand in there? That's weird.
Oh, okay. This is not for children. Oh,
I'm glad
you were talking about the bucket where the sodas were. I know, of
Right,
course.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So
Soda
that's
bucket.
crazy. Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, so did you end up going to school for this at all? Is this just you
I
keep
did.
kind of evolving?
So I was
bands,
I was a band geek totally through and through. I tried playing football and being in a marching band, and
so did you
basically
just
got
like
the crap-
halftime? You didn't hear it from the coach. You just ran
basically
out on
got
the
the
field.
crap beat out of me my freshman year until I was just like, you know what, this is because they did. Yeah, I mean, I get it. If you're not putting in the work, why should you be able to play on the same ball club? So
Was this the band that beat you up or the football team?
Yeah. So anyway, I ended up going to DePaul University on scholarship for trumpet. I was
Okay.
a trumpet major at DePaul,
Okay.
and
When's the last time you played the trumpet?
yeah, on the last album, there's
Oh,
a
you
track,
Did you?
Tough Love. Yeah,
Tough Love.
I play a little trumpet solo. on
There
it.
you go. So still bringing the
I did not
trumpet
know
back.
that.
Yeah, and I can still make it work.
He was trying. Clark was trying to like throw you a
He
curve,
was.
and you were like, boom, right in the face.
I break it out. I'm very supportive. Been a member, American Legions, and I grandfathered in because my
Okay.
father served.
Nice.
And I'm always, hey, I play trumpet.
You play a lot-
just hit me up. I go
play
play
a lot of
taps.
Yeah.
I got to play taps, and the band played back in 1988 with Lee Greenwood singing God Bless the USA, and then I played taps, and our band played with Lee and
Wow.
playing
There
that
you go.
That's a really
arrangement.
cool story.
Yeah, yeah.
Whew, boy,
I mean,
we
in
digging
'88, Lee
deep here.
Greenwood, that thing was like,
Yeah.
he was like,
He was
wow,
bad. He was
yeah.
out there.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm backing up Lee Greenwood.
Nice.
Let's get
That's
after
cool. And then it's all downhill from there.
it. Pretty much.
That's it.
That's the end.
That's it. And
That's
then
it.
Then you're like, hey, 20 years later, I want to fire off another album.
Yeah,
No?
then what happened was I went to DePaul for trumpet, right?
Right.
And first day there, I'm like loading in. This was my best man speech at his wedding. All right. And I'm like, this is amazing, dude. Who is this? So I run over there. I'm like, dude, I play bass.
And that's where you,
And that's where I met Jason Barth, our keyboard player. And yeah,
All of 'em.
It was
Okay,
like, it
your
was like
yeah.
we were like best friends since. And then there was a drummer in that dorm, and then we found out that Randy, our janitor, played in about 3 different bands in Greencastle.
Okay.
So he came up one day and heard us jamming. So then we just made it a regular. We eat lunch
Right.
at 11:30. We were back up at the room by noon. Randy show up about 12:05, 12:10, and we'd have a 4-piece in Jason's. And Randy knew everything, man. He's just we just jam for an hour every day.
This is great. At some point,
It's amazing.
we'll actually have you play instruments instead of
Yeah.
just making the sounds with your mouth. So this will be awesome later.
It'll be worse later, I'm sure.
I doubt that.
Anyway, so we did that for a while, and then
What was the
know,
name of
next-
that band?
Yeah, it was that band.
that we
That was
didn't name our
the Dorm
the
Band.
Rector 2. Damn near killed her. Rector damn near killed her. Anyway,
Oh, we're doing jokes now.
Yeah.
You're doing jokes. So let me tell you
always-
about the CD of Brian Adams that I use. I use it as a pizza cutter.
it
It
cuts like a
cuts
knife.
like a knife. Yeah, exactly. So there you go. I don't know. Sorry.
Good talent. That was good
No,
talent.
I gotta come
Cuts
up with
like
a
knife.
joke.
Clark's coming in. I think the level is gonna go triple X if Clark comes in with a joke.
Yeah, I think I'll hold off.
So did you have? I heard that you were in a band after
Yeah,
that.
so what happened was we took the Rector 2 thing, and so it's my freshman year. I'm a
Rector
trumpet
3?
major, and I'm gonna brag on myself for a
Yeah,
minute.
do it. That's the whole point.
So I go in our jazz band director at the time is called Randy Salmon. Coolest cat I had ever met. Yeah, man, like totally digging it. I mean, just the guy, his eyes were about this.
Which
far
and
open.
in all fairness, you have allergies, which is why you're wearing the
That's
sunglasses,
exactly.
not because your eyes are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't.
And
yeah.
I'm sure that's why Randy's
This is
eyes
not
were
like
squinted
Clark's
too.
photos from
Yeah.
Jamaica. This is
he was
I'm
so
super
freaking-
high.
this
That's
guy-
why my eyes are.
This guy was so freaking cool. Anyway, so I go in and I try out on trumpet and I play the charts and blah, blah, blah. And I'm the new recruit.
Right.
Like I'm the hope for the class of 93 is when I graduate.
Okay.
And he's like trying to give me he's like,
Rah-rah.
hey, Tay, you know, I got a lot of upperclassmen that have been playing
Yeah.
their horn for 7-8 hours a day for 3 or 4 years. And there's only 4 trumpet parts.
Right.
I don't want you to lose hope, but I want you in this jazz band. It just might not be this year.
Right.
That's kind of the
Okay.
like, don't give up, kid.
This is the
No,
Michael
you're
Jordan
good.
cut,
I want
cut from the JV
maybe
team.
next
Okay.
year.
You're gonna get on the team. It's just not gonna be this year.
Yeah.
And he says, "Did you mean to sign up twice? Because you're signed up in another 15 minutes." I said, "No, I'm coming in to audition on bass."
Nice.
And he goes, "Oh, okay." So then I came in and auditioned on bass. And
Stand up bass or just the
Just
whole,
the-
4-string? Yeah. Okay.
Come on,
Wait,
man.
I don't know. You're a big guy. I thought you maybe carry a big
can't-
bass around like someone else carries a guitar.
I can't
You
do
know?
everything.
I don't know.
Jesus, I'm trying to
could put
brag
it
on
on-
myself.
you could put
and
it
you're
on
like,
wheels.
well, was it the upright bass? No, it wasn't the upright bass. It was
I
just
don't-
a dumb
is that
electric
harder?
bass.
Is that
It's
harder to
horrible.
play the upright bass? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot harder.
It looks like
I
it
now
looks like
this-
a lot of work.
this-
I played the timpani drums in the orchestra, so what do I know? Bum, ba, dum, bum. That's it. I don't know. I played the trumpet a little bit. I was so bad they told me to do something else.
Anyway, so I come in on bass, and I don't know. I think my high school jazz band played Route 66, and I just started wailing. Started wailing on this thing, and I'm playing. I'm going. He goes, "Yeah, man, that is strong." He goes, "I tell you what, if you don't mind sitting out a couple tunes, I'll put you on about every third bass song." And about every 3 or 4 things, we have a 5th trumpet part. You just earned yourself a shot on the jazz band. And I was
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
Yay,
Hey,
Tay.
All right.
Through the roof.
Yay, bring it in.
Yeah, through the
That's
roof.
real clapping, too. We have a button
Yeah.
for fake clapping if we need it.
so I was, called home and told them I made the jazz band as a freshman. I'm badass,
And the whole town celebrated.
The whole town celebrated. And then
They had a barn party for you? Someone wear boobs or no?
no one wore boobs.
No.
But the next year, I'm already in a jazz band, kind of the same situation. And this guitar player shows up, and another drummer shows up.
Okay.
And they were both freshmen. And after the jazz band leaves, I say, "Hey, you guys want to jam?" And that was Sam King and Matt DeVore,
Okay.
Cool guys,
who
man.
are, the drummer and bass player, or drummer and guitarist for Push Down and Turn.
Push down and turn.
And then we kind of went to a fraternity party and saw the Chosen Few playing, and we were all kind of standing there going,
I remember those guys.
"We could do this."
Clark, man, you've been around, right?
Yeah.
So
Like all these little bands, man.
about a week
That's cool.
later, we had a band going. It's called Push Down and Turn.
Push Down and Turn,
And,
which is I always think of this band every time I open my medication.
right?
Yeah, just Push Down and Turn. Yeah,
where it
that's
comes from.
Yeah. Is it really?
Yeah.
I just thought I was funny, man.
Our lead singer Jason Brown actually named the band for he was in it.
Yeah.
And his dad was John Brown was a heart.
Jason's
amazing
coming
heart
in.
surgeon.
Jason's going to come
Yeah.
in. We're going to have him in here too. So he'll have to have another month because you got this whole month here, man.
When did he
Jesus,
come in?
June.
I
When did he
thought there
come
was
in?
another singer
Yeah,
before Jason.
Ezra Hale was our original lead singer.
Okay.
And actually wrote our first two amazing hits, I Want to Fly and Jaded. And then he decided that we had a booking agent. This guy was calling, trying to book bands, and they're like,
It was a girl, wasn't it?
You ever thought about having a band on Thursday night? And they're like, oh, no, we don't. Nobody has a band on Thursday night because Push Down Turn plays Toppers. And he's like, who's Push Down Turn? Oh, they're a band here on campus. You got to come see them. So this guy shows up like, the cigar in his mouth. Yeah, see? I can get you guys booked everywhere. So he
And I
booked
truly believe that guy really sounded like that.
He
chewing
did.
on a
He
cigar?
did. He did. Yeah, sit there and.
But it worked, right?
Ask Jason Brown to do his Rick Schumacher impersonation.
All right, I'm going to have to pull that
Well,
out.
he
there.
does
Does
this
it,
out
and
on
I
him.
sit there. And
We'll throw that left.
I think Rick's
Jason
no
Andrew
longer
Brown.
with us, but he booked us in Louisville. Seemed to be receptive to Push Down Turn.
Nice.
And we opened for the Smithereens early on in the career up in
Nice.
Lafayette, and your buddy
Pat.
Denuzio,
Yeah.
Pat.
And we
played-
say that because
Pat-
Pat actually came and played at Clark's house.
Right.
So, which
Pat was a
by
great
the way, it
dude.
was a dream for me. I had never seen the Smithereen, so I got to see that.
Pat
so
was a
shout
great
out Clark.
dude, and he was so cool that he could see that we were just kids,
Right.
Right. And he came over and he goes, "How's it going, guys? It's going good. Blah, blah, blah. Where's your biggest fan base?" Well, actually Louisville. And he go, "Yep, about the same thing for us. It's never your hometown
Right.
until you strike the big deal.
Somewhere else, yeah.
It's always just down the road."
Right.
But you're close enough that they can still kind of call you home. But
You're going
you're
so
never-
far down the road we can't hear you.
Yeah, you're never going to be. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. Those
that is
guys
cool.
knew it's same thing happened to
Yeah.
them too. And then
I'm really thinking that we're going to be really big with this video podcast in Germany.
or
I don't
Guam.
Guam maybe. Guam, at least they speak English on the base there. or
Push
whatever.
Down Turn had a nephew serving at Guam, and he was working on the radio station. He was spinning their albums so much that the request actually came up for us to
to tour and
fly down
fly to
there and
Guam?
play their
That's pretty
dance.
wild.
Man, see,
But
I was
the-
making a
the
joke, and you
expense-
actually had that happen,
the
man.
expense
That's awesome.
of getting there with
Was too much.
equipment was just
Was too much
out of the budget.
out of their budget, not yours.
Yeah,
like,
well-
you're paying me,
Yeah.
man. And they're like, we'll
I
give you
don't think-
$100. Like that's.
I
not
don't think
happening.
Clinton wanted to foot the bill.
Yeah,
I-
so
no, it probably
Push Down
not.
and
Probably
Turn had a
not.
good run. Like
Yeah.
how
We had a great run.
a great run.
I got to play. So I was a song. We all wrote.
Sure.
Okay? Well,
But you're
I was a primary songwriter, and we had songs. A couple of my songs.
by the way, T-Top Queen's my favorite.
Oh,
song
is
you
it?
ever did.
I think
So
Jason Brown hated that song. He
did.
He just hated that song. It was too. I was a little too redneck, I think, for Jason, and it was just too much for him to put on that front. Which, man, thanks, dude, for singing my songs all those years. I appreciate the effort in which came through, and I don't think I realized it at the time, because to me it was just,
Right.
we're all in this together. But I mean, now that I front my own act and I
Right.
front my own songs,
Right.
like I listen to recordings and I go, why? That's not that's
The
not
feel?
the feel I had when I wrote that. Why does that line not sound like I'm singing?
Right.
Maybe there was
'Cause he's- 'cause-
editing that needed to be done. Anyway, we got
Because
got
he's a
on-
little less country and he's a little
no.
more rock and
Well,
roll.
the
Yeah.
funny thing is, he's playing bass in a country band now.
Yeah,
That
he
is funny.
play-
It
he
is true. Jason, I
And
don't know.
he's-
Why
he's-
are we repping someone else, dude? What's going on?
And he's playing bass in the tackle. I go by
Yeah, I
Tay
know.
Bronson in the tackle box when I play with the full band. He's
Yeah,
playing
'cause-
bass with me.
Nice.
Uh,
Oh, he's played bass. Jason, come on,
yeah,
play bass for you
yeah.
too. So that's
so
awesome.
it's-
Yeah. So you still have okay. So push down and turn still is not a thing as an active group, correct? You guys, but you're
For the right price, you'd guys come back out.
So there
mean,
may
you're not-
be something in the works for 2023.
All right.
nice. This might be out before 2023. That'd be great.
There may be something in the works for 2023.
No, that's
So-
awesome. But that's my point. It's not an active thing.
Yeah,
You guys are all doing kind of these
but we
solos and
still-
other bands, but you're still good friends.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a 10, 11-year run.
Yeah, good
you
run.
spend that much time, and we had I don't know, back in '95 or something. Like we played 267 shows.
Damn.
Right. That's awesome.
That's,
I mean, that's
more
Or
than
tiresome. I don't know.
that's more than every weekend. Like
Good math,
that's
Clark.
like Wednesdays
Clark,
and
you're
Thursdays.
you're
and,
on it, man.
And
I
Tuesdays.
think that's what if
It's more
everybody
than
in
every
a
weekend.
normal work week. That's only 100 days off. Less than
know.
100 days
I
off.
know.
Ah, Clark, bringing in the
I know.
math.
Yeah,
That's
so we
awesome.
Chisabot over here. You know.
That's cool. So now, apart from the teaser that you have given us about future push down and turn,
that ended, and then I became shortly after got married, and then I became a father,
okay,
and just my focuses went away from songwriting. I wrote a couple of songs for my daughter when she was born, whatever, and I never really put the guitar totally down. Just didn't play it
Sure.
a lot. And then I picked it back up, and like I kept going. These guys are playing out and making money, and they're horrible. I mean, they're horrible. And the iPad come around. The problem was I couldn't remember other people's lyrics.
okay.
So once the iPad came, I was like, well, I can put the lyrics up and then put it on a stand, and I can play and sing all night. I'm doing this. So I started doing it. And then right about the time I was
and
getting
those
into
were
that.
covers, right?
Yeah, right about the time I was getting into that, started getting into that, my dad was diagnosed with terminal cancer. And I spent every weekend driving to Batesville to see him. And you know, we were just sitting on the porch, and it was weird, man. Like this little dun, 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 and I was strumming it.
Right.
Like there was no, and it just kept coming through. Like Keith Richards will say that. He's just got the guitar. He's in the right place at the right time, and
Right.
it comes through you. You know, and I just kept doing that. And then he sent me home. My sister sent me home. And the next weekend when I came back, I mean, he couldn't sit up to talk to me, and he was in so much pain under drugs that I couldn't sit there and talk to him. My sister's like, sit there and talk to him. You know, he couldn't hear me, he couldn't respond.
Right.
And I knew, I was like, oh shit, it's here. The end is here. And I love my brother-in-law Roger, but at the time he was keeping his house at about 84 degrees, and my mom would keep hers at 85, and Dad kept his at about 86. So I stayed at the hotel,
So you could have it at 70.
so I wouldn't have to sweat all night. And I put that dude at 68 and go to sleep with the covers on. And I hit the hotel, and there were Post-its, and I just wrote on the Post-its until the Post-its were empty. I ran to the lobby, got the paper out of the copier. I finished the song. And I've never done this. It never happens like this.
Right.
You're always tweaking and
Right.
And I put the song down, and I went to bed. I woke up the next morning. I looked at it, and I said, okay, I got to do the morning after edit. So I looked at it, and the first line was, I was 9 years old in 1980, got my own fishing pole and tackle box baby. Now, baby, that's a cheap-ass rhyme.
Sure.
I gotta fix that. 1980, I was 9 years old, had my own tackle box and fishing pole, toting it all over town on my Huffy.
I had a Huffy.
And that
That's
was
good.
and that was it.
And that song is called
Willard song.
Willard
that,
song, and
yeah.
we're gonna hear that, right?
Oh yeah, we can play that.
That's
And
what I was gonna say. Like,
I sent it out to. So, Dad passed away, and I don't know. You're never ready, even though you're ready.
No, yeah.
And Taryn sent me back to work. We thought it'd be another week or whatever, and she called me, and Dad passed away, and I'm like, what? Bullshit. So I went to music go round just opened up, and I went in the acoustic room and started finger picking this little thing that I've been playing that I wrote the song to.
right?
And I was finger picking this, Fishman hot box or whatever it is, the acoustic amp. And it sounded so great. The little sales guy comes in and starts soloing over it. Yeah. And I'm just sitting there and tears rolling. It's kind of my therapy and the 12 string and everything. And this kid's like, do you want it? And I said, I need that. I need the guitar. I need that pedal. I need everything in here for $1,000. And I'll give you $1,000 and I'll walk out with this in a case. And he goes, let me talk to my manager. And he made it happen.
Nice.
And I went and played that 12 string and that amp and everything. I took it to my father's funeral and I played that song for my family. And there wasn't a dry eye in the audience. And
It's awesome.
one of my second cousins came up to me and said, that may be your best work I've ever heard. And I guess when I heard that, I just went, I think she's right. Yeah. But I think it was just, he knew that's what I wanted to get back into.
Right.
And he and the Angels just sent me a little something
Nice.
as a present. So in 2019, I sent it into a songwriting contest for the Red Lodge Songwriter Festival. That's a top 20 finalist, and I flew to Red Lodge, got to play, and then, the pandemic hits and nothing went on. Well, then I put my album out, had a couple cool videos that Clark did, and the guy, Mike Booth, running the festival just said, Jesus, Tay, you hit it out of the park with that key over the door thing. You want to come out and play our inaugural Yellowstone Songwriters Festival?
Nice.
I said, hell yeah. So last September, Angie and I went out, I played the Yellowstone Songwriters Festival. Every appearance is a songwriter in the round thing.
Right, yeah.
So my highlight was I got to play the park in downtown Cody.
Wyoming.
In the band bubble.
Yep. The shell.
With Dave Munsick, Mercedes Carroll, and Susan Gibson, who penned Wide Open Spaces for the Dixie Chicks.
Nice.
She was right next to me, and I finished that song, and she just turns quietly before she gets into her mic and say, that was an amazing tribute to your father, young man.
That's awesome.
And then she proceeded to rip off some other amazing piece of work, and I'm like, oh.
But that got you back on the path, right?
And so then, so it's kind of like, okay, it's good to be recognized. And then, so I was out searching for festivals and stuff. I missed a couple of big deadlines for some contests and stuff. Festivals that go on in Texas this year. Just been busy at work. But I sent my stuff to this, it's called The Gathering at the Gap in Big Stone Gap, Virginia. And I was a top 10 finalist. So,
nice.
Not tomorrow, but the next Friday, I've got to take off and drive down to Big Stone Gap, Virginia.
Today's June 1st.
No, it isn't.
No, for the podcast it is.
Oh.
So how was
it was awesome. I won.
We haven't worked out all the
We don't know all the
flaws in
details.
our thing
Yeah,
here.
unfortunately we're not live. This happens every time. It's fine. This is how
So anyway, I
super
got to
on it
play
we are.
the songwriting competition for the
No, it isn't.
Big Stone Gap Songwriting Festival.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
So
So you're going to play us some of these songs?
yeah, I can play some of these songs, sure.
Oh, I mean, that's why you're here. Musician
Absolutely.
of the month of June. We're going to kick it off. Tay, right?
We can do it.
And this whole, are you going to give us
we
the
can
whole
do it.
7th grade? You guys ready to rock?
Yeah.
And then play a song about
I'll
fishing
do
with your
that.
dad?
I don't have on Vans, but I have on cool boots.
You got some
I
boots.
think
All
you
right.
should talk a little about your new album you got.
Oh yeah. So
Oh, hey, look, that's an important
Clark.
thing, right?
Yes,
Clark?
I'm here for you.
It's got
bud.
So I'm
covering your back.
yeah. So I put out the last album was called Drinks and Memories, and I decided to release it in 2021 during a pandemic.
Sure. I've heard of those things. I heard that happened.
That was not the greatest idea I ever had.
That's all right.
We had trouble shooting the music video because of the pandemic.
Yeah, I mean, we
well.
couldn't. Everybody would have masks on. I mean, it was so
Let's
dumb.
not do that again.
It was the
Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
hey, let's no
Fully
pandemic this thing.
yeah.
Let's-
No, let's
eh,
not ever do
eh,
another
eh.
pandemic. And that whole thing, follow the money. Anyway, so I'm gonna write a song about
So
that.
after hours, we're
Damn
going to do a show just about the politics.
Yes.
Of this. No, I just
And then you'll see
Oh.
how red my eyes really
Look
get.
at How did
exactly. No,
How
so
did
you,
he get 350 million worth of grants?
Hey.
Oh, wow, that's weird.
Yeah. Oh, so
Is his last name start with an F? I don't know.
hey. Now.
Anyway,
So you put out an album.
Yes.
It's out there. You can hear it on the
you can
Spotify
hear it on the
and the Apple
Spotify's,
and
Pandora's, wherever.
all the places you listen to music.
All the places you listen to music.
and half the ones
Clark's
you can listen to
cool
this.
videos are either on my Tay Bronson Music on Facebook or Tay Bronson Instagram or
On
Tay
LDR,
Bronson YouTube
right?
or
LDR
LDRstudios.com. We have a really cute video with the Christmas video. Mallory plays clarinet in that. And then the key or the door video. I'm driving a 67
Beautiful car.
Thunderbird.
Yeah, red one.
It's just
Yeah,
like,
it's nice, cool.
it's so cool. I actually started that car a few times before sessions in the studio. That's why I got permission to drive it. It wouldn't start. See, and I started.
You got to figure that out.
Yeah.
So the studio produced this in is half of a garage, and the other
Yes.
half of the garage,
Yes.
this guy collects old
Is-
cars.
yeah, and he
Just
keeps
for
the
those
cars
who have
parked
no
there.
idea what the pop machine is.
Right.
So
yeah.
just so
So-
you know,
so that's
the guys
how-
who run that will be
yeah.
coming in here in a little while.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I think we'll have them a couple
Absolutely.
weeks. Yeah,
That's awesome.
the
Eric
Johnson
and
brothers.
Mark
Yeah, Eric and Mark are good.
they're awesome. They got a lot of great stories too. That's the problem.
They're
when I
probably
get-
going to tell stories about you. Are we good with
probably I've told a
that?
few.
Oh, so.
That's the problem. I always get in the studio with Eric, and then everything turns into a story.
Yeah, but
You get about 1 hour's worth of recording
That's all
done
right,
and
but
3
that's-
hours
you get
worth of
good-
storytelling.
You get some good vibes out of that. You get
Yeah,
some good creative
absolutely.
juices. You know, that's how it goes. Everybody's settled in. That's cool.
Absolutely.
So, Clark, are we ready to hear some of this?
Well,
Wait a minute. We didn't talk about the album yet.
I want to talk
right.
about the new album.
The new album.
and
So
what's
new
the
al-
name of it and how many songs are on it.
The new album is called.
And we'll hear a couple of them
Mm-hmm.
and Willard's song here in a few minutes.
The new album.
There we go.
New album's gonna be called, I think, Bad Apple,
Bad Apple.
and
And
it's got
when's that? When you projected to release all that?
first of the year. I'm hoping. So I'm
Who's
So
all on it?
2023.
I'm recording it now. First of 2023.
All right, cool. So we're gonna get a preview of some of the stuff
Yeah,
that hasn't been
and
recorded.
Tay Bronson and the Tackle Box have a big date booked at the Carmel Palladium.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's Wednesday, January 18th or 20th.
Wow.
I can't remember what it is.
So you're gonna have this.
We're doing the Palladium, and we're gonna.
Is Tim
I got-
Wright
I
on
got-
it?
I'm trying to have this
I
product
got a
in my
25,
hand.
by the way. I got a
Is
25.
Tim Wright in your
on that.
tackle box still?
Yeah, Tim's in my tackle box. We got Carmel Fest, and Tim's booked with his margarita band. So I got this guy, Joe Altero, who plays with the Auburns, John Martin and Gary Wasson, and all those guys that have been around forever, playing this band called the Auburns. And they kind of a Bakersfield sound, and they do a deal, and Joe's playing with them. So I got kind of, hey, call Joe. And I said, Joe, I'm desperate. Name your price. And I got him to settle it. He's going to learn all my stuff to come play Carmel Fest. I thought it was
Awesome.
so cool
That's
of
so
him.
cool.
Yeah, and so Jason Bart's going to be playing keyboards, and Matt DeVore's on drums. And a newcomer, because Sam and Jason Brown are both Sam King, Jason Brown, both out of town.
Right. Okay.
Got a newcomer, Scott Nelson, I met up at Kevin Heffernan's place at Center Stage Guitars in Noblesville, and
Right.
he's an upright bass player. So
There,
I got
coming around. Look at that.
got the upright bass going to play with us. So we got upright bass, keys,
And this
drums.
is all on the new album.
pedal steel.
And
yeah.
it's going to be, and you're going to have this Carmel Palladium, Carmel, Indiana.
Well,
We think it's the 25th.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
looking
the-
off there. Okay. 25th.
more recently, if this is airing June 1st,
That's the theory.
sticking to it.
Sunday, June 3rd,
Oh,
at the Carmel Gazebo.
I'm getting another off-screen. July.
July. I said June.
Yeah.
Sunday, July 3rd.
4th of July weekend.
It's Carmel Fest.
Carmel Fest.
4th of July weekend.
Okay.
Sunday, July 3rd at the Gazebo at 4 p.m. will be Tay Bronson in the Tackle Box.
Nice. So we'll get a
they're gonna
preview
give
of
us
that?
an hour.
Nice.
And, yeah. Well, you'll get an hour, a preview of me, solo acoustic. Of course, I
Right.
won't have
Just-
all the tasty
yeah.
instruments backing me up. But
No, but I mean, yeah, but that's the
You
the
could
heart
imagine
of the
that.
Right, but that's the heart of the music, right? Welcome to our show where you imagine really cool stuff. That's going to be great.
imagine there's a drummer.
Imagine the basses too. There's
an
some
art to
keyboards.
do. Little bit
That
of
all
keyboard.
right, all right, all right.
Oh, I think that's Clark slapping his knee, saying we're ready to go.
I think we should.
About ready to do
Step
that.
in
So
the back
just to wrap this up, you have an album out now that you can everybody can
Drinks
listen
and
to.
Memories on
Drinks
every
and Memory.
streaming platform.
You got that, and the new album coming out in January.
New album coming out
Bad
in
Apple.
January's Bad Apple. It'll be everywhere. And look for a re-release of all the repertoire from Push Down and Turn. We took it off of one server that
Yeah, I
kept
noticed
charging
that.
us annually.
Okay.
We've taken it down.
Taking it down, and
They
that's
put
gonna
it
be
on me to
re-released?
put it back up, and I'm kind of busy, so I just haven't done it.
Yeah.
That's
it's-
all right.
it's-
You have a
it's-
date for that?
And you know what they're... Well, no.
Okay, that's fine.
You know
Just
what they're-
don't-
Some of those songs
Hey.
are on my
Oh.
playlist, and I can't listen to them anymore. Just so you know.
Does anyone want to know what they're paying me to do that?
Probably the same. We're all getting paid right
Nothing.
here. Yeah, exactly. So there you go.
It'll be like the 7th time I've done it.
But see,
Anyway,
that's why
but-
that's why you're soon to be a legend. You know, that's
right.
Yeah.
Any
Yeah.
day now.
So any day now, and then I won't hold my breath. But in the meantime,
Yeah.
it's nice to get
Get a little love.
asked a little love, just a
little
little
love.
attention, and get to talk
Well, yeah.
about what I love to do, and
That's
I love
awesome.
to talk about it. And thanks, guys. I really.
This was cool and,
Yeah.
and enlightening. And we went on a journey, and we had highs, we had lows.
Oh yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
definitely made me laugh, and I got a little teary-eyed
Yeah,
there
so-
when you talk about your dad. And
And I think the best part about that is not just that whole story, but that how it brought you back to the light, so to speak,
Yeah,
to the
man.
music.
I
And
mean, that
think
really
that's-
is. I think
at the depth of a hard time, you're able to come through that, and like you said,
for me, it was a
Tap on the shoulder.
realization of this is what heals me.
yeah,
It makes me whole and heals me, and I'm stuck with it. And songwriting is a curse because when you wake up at 3 a.m. and something's going through your head,
yeah,
you have to get up and find a guitar and get it down. Or you go to work the next day and go, that was so awesome, and I can't remember how it went. Chris Cornell talks about doing that in a hotel, and he called, I can't remember what their guitar player was named.
oh, yeah.
And he called him, meet me down in the laundry room in the basement of this
Right.
hotel. And by the time he got down there, he lost it. And he said it was the greatest song he'd ever written.
Of course, you should see the fish I almost caught.
Really?
I mean, they're huge.
Tay actually does catch massive
Yeah, that's
fish.
fish, yeah.
He's a
Well, and it's because he uses his tackle box.
Yeah, well, that's what
He
the
knows
song's all
Tay-
about.
right.
he knows how
I
to
was
use
taught by
what's
the
in the
best.
tackle box.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Come on. Yeah, thanks. This is awesome.
you.
That's cool. And
fun for me.
Now we'll just kind of do that little cool crossfade trick or something, and we'll get you set up back here and play
Sounds
some of that
great.
music. That's
Hollywood
awesome.
Magic, and then he'll be playing.
Hollywood Magic, right here, our indie version.
So
Thank you, sir.
this is the title track of the new album. I got sent home from work. A lot of people stayed at work. I had a bad cough. I was making people uncomfortable during the pandemic, and they sent me home. So I was filling out my paperwork for unemployment. First time I'd done that in my life. Felt really bad about myself for no reason, but I've done so many things worse that I just decided to write a song about what a bad person I am. Then my ego got in the way and ended up with Bad Apple. So I think that's what we're going to call the next album. This is Bad Apple. don't like to work. Bitches, not too proud to take my hand out from the stick. They say that just one can spoil the cart, but I'm really not that rotten in my heart. I just can't pull it all together, fall into jail from time to time, but I'm the best bad apple that you'll find. Usually wake up on the wrong side of town. Man, I'm really good at letting people down. They say that the fruit don't fall far from the tree, but this bad reputation is all on me. I just can't pull it all together, fall into jail from time to time, but I'm the best bad apple that you'll find. I just can't pull it all together, fall off the earth from time to time, but I'm the best bad apple that you'll find. Some people ask me why I live by this code, 'cause I know good enough to leave good enough alone. I just can't pull it all together, fall off the earth from time to time, but I'm this bad apple that you'll find. I just can't pull it all together, I'm falling to jail from time to time, but I'm the best bad apple that you'll find. That you'll find. That you'll find. That you'll find. Oh, we're all working through the pandemic, I guess, and I had a spot, Keeney Rainwater Studios. Hey guys, thanks for helping me out. I'd done a spot down there with them, and they were having this songwriter showcase at Brown County Playhouse, and I was playing. So I was all jacked up to be playing, and it's a beautiful spring day, and so had the juices flowing, and I decided I was going to write a song that morning, and I wasn't going to let the subject be a burden. So I set my coffee down at the kitchen table, and I said, I'm going to write a song about this kitchen table. And as I was doing it, I was envisioning this other singer I'd met out in Red Lodge. His name's Eric Stone, singing this song. I could just hear him singing it. So got through it. Took me about a week. I got through it the next weekend. I sent it to him on a Sunday night, and the next day, like, this idiot went to the grocery store and shot a bunch of people in Boulder, and he lost a family member, a close member, friend of the family, and he sent it back to me and added a third verse about the empty chair around the kitchen table. And he asked if he could put it on his album. I said, man, I'd be honored. A couple days later, he called me back and he says, hey, the band voted on it, and we want to call the new album Kitchen Table. So this is Kitchen Table. Kitchen table, you've been around. We're not your first family, been handed down. Kitchen table, we all have our own seat. You're the place that we gather, not just to eat. Card games, homework, accounting, desk. We just sit down and you do the rest. You're the old friend that nobody sees. Breakups, breakdowns, long distance calls, kitchen table, you've heard them all. At the heart of our family. Kitchen table, sturdy and strong. You can still hold my beer when the day's been too long. Kitchen table, I like your scars, and the ones I like best are the ones that are ours. Card games, homework, accounting, desk. We just sit down and you do the rest. You're the old friend nobody sees. Breakups, breakdowns, long distance calls, kitchen table, you've heard it all. At the heart of our family. Kitchen table with one empty chair. We cherish the memory of the one who's not there. Kitchen table, washing our tears. Help us find comfort and heal through the years. Card games, homework, accounting, desk. We just sit down and you do the rest. You're the old friend that nobody sees. Breakups, breakdowns, long distance calls, kitchen table, you've heard it all. From the heart of our family. From the heart of our family. Kitchen table, you've been around. You're not your first family, been handed down. Thank you. I got to play this song on Fox News a couple weeks ago. As most of my songs happen, I just start picking a guitar and they come through. And My cousin, who's actually Lauryn Hill's father, if you know the Lauryn Hill story, is getting married actually on Saturday. And he said, hey, if there's any way you can come through and sing a song for us, we'd love it at the reception. So I was working on this little ditty, and I guess I said, well, I guess it'll be a love song. And then I started thinking about me and my life and Angie and Mallory and her buddy. And it's kind of a song about, just a little cute little love song about not being rich but making the most of it. It's called Trips Around the Sun, or maybe just Trips. It goes a little something like this. When the day's been too heavy to carry on my own, sweating for every penny that I bring home. I dreamt of a better life, traveling overseas, but that's not the life that I've devised for you and me. Man in the mountain, Paris in July. There's no place better than a place called you and I. We're together, you and me. There's nowhere else on earth that I'm supposed to be. You and me, we make it fun, take our trips around the sun. Fancy car, caviar, Dom Perignon. The signs are too much money, not what we're living on. Now I can't show you the world by private aeroplane, but I can show you that my love for you will never change. Man in the mountain, Paris in July. There's no place better than a place called you and I. We're together, you and me. There's nowhere else on earth that I'm supposed to be. You and me, we make it fun, take our trips around the sun. Man the mountain, Paris in July. There's no place better than a place called you and I. And we're together, you and me. There's nowhere else in God's green earth I'd rather be. You and me, we make it fun, take our trips around the sun. You and me, we make it fun, take our trips around the sun. So we talked a little bit about the song in the podcast. It's done a lot for me. It's opened a lot of doors. It just opened another one. I get to go down and play gathering at the Gap Festival because I'm a top 10 finalist in the songwriting competition. There's a competition stage, and they've got flat picking, bluegrass guitar picking, traditional banjo picking, violin, traditional and country, bluegrass in Kentucky. I mean, there are going to be some absolute monsters coming down out of the hills of Virginia. And the headliner on the main stage is Crystal Gale. So I'm stoked. Mostly I'm stoked that, I made another finalist as a songwriter, and it gives me validation for something that I love to do. And again, I think this song was brought to me by my father and the angels that escorted him to the other place where we go. This is called Willard's Song. In 1980, I was 9 years old, had my own tackle box and fishing pole, toting it all over town on my Huffy. I'd always turn that old bike around, get her home long before the sun went down. I'd usually be waiting on him in the driveway. Hey son, let's go fishing. I don't care for casting or jigging. Let's find a lake or maybe float the river. What I really wanna do is spend some time together. Hey Dad, got time to go fishing with me? He was a really hard-working man, just trying to run a business under Carter's plan. A big old house on the hill that everyone could see. And at the end of the day, when he was tired and spent, he grabbed me and those poles, man, and off we went. And sometimes he'd even leave his supper on the table. Hey Dad, let's go fishing. I don't care for casting or jigging. Let's find a lake or maybe float the river. What I really want to do is spend some time together. It'd be nice to catch a fish or three, but it's really all about just you and me. Hey Dad, you got time to go fishing with me? Well, by the late 90s, he had more time to go, but I was playing the band, and we were on the road. I can't go fishing, Dad, we gotta cut another album. So he'd up the ante till I couldn't say no. From the deep woods of Canada, way down to Mexico. That included a shore lunch with frozen margaritas. He'd say, hey son, let's go fishing. I don't care for casting or jigging. Find a lake or maybe float the river. What I really want to do is spend some time together. It'd be nice to catch a fish or three, but it's really all about just you and me. Hey son, you got time to go fishing with me? Now he's gone and oh how I miss him. Here's some more of my story if you take time to listen. Drop what you're doing right now and take your dad fishing. Just say, hey Dad, let's go fishing. I don't care for casting or jigging. Let's find a lake or maybe float the river. What I really want to do is spend some time together. It'd be nice to catch a fish at 33, cause we're the best damn fishermen in history. Hey son, you got time to go fishing with me? Hey Dad, you know you'll always be fishing with me. Thanks so much. I'm Tay Bronson.
Hey, your man stopped giving you a buzz. So anyway, give me a chance. We get a chance. We'll give me a call. So talk to you soon. Bye-bye.